That is so pretty. It's so pretty. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cher. I'm a poet that loves to analyze song lyrics. Today I'm going to be reacting to Mitski, The Land is Inhospitable and So Are We. I'm very excited to continue this series with Mitski. It's happened a lot quicker than I expected. And so we're back in the game. We're back in the game and we're so excited. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and start this album. I did get a comment to look at the lyric videos, so I might try that. Okay, so the first one is Bug Like an Angel. So this is a song I've already listened to, so I'm not gonna really make too much commentary on it. I think I went really deep into it in my original reaction video, so if you wanna know my full thoughts on the song, go ahead and click that video. But I'm excited to listen to it again.
There's a bug like an angel stuck to the bottom. Sometimes a dream feels like family.
Love that. Family. Still such a shift.
Did you go and make promises you can't keep? Well, when you break them, they break you right back.
I love that lyric.
Amateur mistake, you can take it from me. They break you right back.
I just love that whole thing. Oh yeah, I guess I have it right here. I just love that whole thing
You
of
sat in my car. I asked
what?
which way we were headed.
Not my poetry.
You answered.
I just love that lyric. When you break promises, they break you right back. I mean, that just brings up so much for me in my personal life. And also just as a lyric in general, it's so quick to the point. It doesn't use very many words and it just packs so much emotional depth. I'm gonna turn the AC off because I'm cold. But yeah, that lyric just packs such a punch. It's brief and it says what it needs to say. There's so much you can pull from that. You know, and it's so good to have songs that have lyrics like that because that's what your listener is gonna hold on to. It's like when they're having a moment in their life, those are the song lyrics that come to them. Those are song lyrics that they remember. Yeah. I definitely love listening to that with the music video. I think the music video really elevated it and put that message across. I love that it's talking about drinking, but it's also talking about every aspect of her life. I love the writing. I love the imagery of that sticker on the floor. That's such a great imagery or metaphor for what we go through in life when we feel like a failure and we feel like we failed so many times. But anyway, if you want to know my full reaction to that song, definitely go to my channel and click on that video because I did go really deep into that song. So next we're going to listen to a new song. It's called Buffalo Replaced.
Mosquitoes can enjoy me, I can't go inside. I'm sucking up as much of the full moon so bright. Fireflies zoom through the yard like highway cars. Shit's where she's supposed to, feeds herself while I'm away. Sometimes I think it would be easier without her, but I know nothing can hurt me when I see her sleeping face.
Is she talking about herself?
Train worn out without letting wild, heading somewhere far away like the new Buffalo replaced.
was pretty. Wait, is there more? Okay, just some quiet moment. Yeah, that was so pretty. I want to look at the lyrics more. I definitely was kind of dozing off when I was listening to that. It was so pretty. Fireflies zooming through the yard like highway cars. Someone out here burning something. Kids feeling alive. I love that the beginning part kind of set up the scene, right? It really dove you into the story, because as I heard those first lyrics, I was thinking to myself, there's a fear of her going inside. There's a fear of her, whatever her life is inside, if that's her home life. There's some kind of fear that she has about going inside, the subject of the song. And so her escape, as I see in the lyrics, is outside. You know, she says, I'm sucking up as much as the full moon so bright. Fireflies zooming through the yard like highway cars. There's such beautiful imagery. You're thinking of, in the idea of the mosquitoes is both literal and also kind of making a metaphor about her fear. Like, I have no purpose on the inside, so the mosquitoes can enjoy me on the outside, because the outside is my escape. The outside is more of my home. That's what I get from the lyrics. Let me see what Genius says. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody said here that Mitski juxtaposes the idea of mosquitoes biting and enjoying her skin with her sucking up as much of the full moon as possible. So she's making a comparison. She's just like you enjoy my skin outside, you enjoy my blood and it nourishes you, I'm sucking up the energy from the moon. That is stunning. I really love that. And then she goes on to say, fireflies zooming through the yard like highway cars. Someone out here burning something, kids feeling alive. I just feel like that creates that image in my head about like the energy that you get from being outside, the joy that she gets from being outside, feeling alive, very childlike. That's what comes to my mind. Somebody said on Genius, and obviously not everything on Genius is right, they're just ideas, but they like this idea of fireflies and how rapid and fleeting their light is, and she's using that comparison for her being outdoors. And then freight train stampeding through my backyard, it'll run across the plains like the new buffalo replaced. Freight train stampeding through my backyard, will run across the plains like the new buffalo replaced. So from my knowledge, you know, she's talking about the fact that buffaloes are extinct. So it's like that's a really good line. That's a really good line, because she's saying like the trains run through the same path that the buffaloes once did. And if I think about it, that goes on to the theme of the album, The Land is Inhospitable, and talking about extinction and how things are constantly being replaced. You know, instead of having these animals roam through the night, she has the trains, and they run through the same path that the buffaloes did many I guess a long time ago. So that's my guess. Hope, and though she's blind with no name, she shits where she's supposed to. Oh, I didn't realize that was she personifying hope? Yeah, she totally did. Yeah, personification queen, I always say that. I have a hope, and though she's blind with no name, so she's viewing her hope as a person. She shits where she's supposed to and feeds herself while I'm away. Sometimes I think it would be easier without her. Wow, I didn't get that the first time. Ooh, that's deep. Oh, sometimes I think it would be easier without her. So she's saying sometimes I think it would be easier to not have hope. Dang, Mitski. Right at the jugular. Okay. Oh my God. I did not get that while I was listening to the song. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have a hope, and though she's blind with no name. So my hope has no direction. She has no name. There's no purpose to it. It just exists. I love that. Ooh. There's a lot. There's a lot. That was a simple song, but if you dig into it, ooh, okay. We're into it now. We're into it. Okay, so I'm back. I changed the angle a little bit. I think I was a little too close up. Anyway, so let's go ahead and listen to the third song. Okay, Heaven. Yeah, this is something I would just have this on in the background. Little Titanic rising energy. No, no, no. Okay.
Now I bend like a willow, thinking of you, like a murmuring brook, roving about you as I sip on the rest of the coffee left, a kiss left of you.
Whatever, like this part of her voice that she goes into sometimes is like very resonant. I absolutely love it. It's so crystal. It reminds me of water. Nice orchestration in the back. Yay! Give me production. Not me, like waltzing around. Whoever told me to look at the lyric videos, I forgot to tell you I close my eyes when I listen to music, especially when I get into it. I cannot pay attention to the lyrics. I have just zoned out. That is so pretty. It's so pretty. Bring back that. Yes. Okay, that was a moment. Cinematography. Let me put me in a movie a little bit. Okay, let's dive into the lyrics. I was like, I zoned out. I was just like, wow, this is so stunning. I love that. That's up there with the first song for me. I absolutely love the first song and the third song so far on this album. Second song, love the lyrics, still getting used to it. Yeah, let's dive into the lyrics. Okay, verse 1. All of our love filling all of our room. Your low, warm voice curses as you find the string to strike within me that rings out a note heard in heaven. Ooh, she making like a music metaphor and a little sexual? I don't know. Definitely talking about the love that she shares with somebody and how it's creating this almost like music-like experience. Now I bend like a willow thinking of you, like a murmuring brook curving about you as I sip on the rest of the coffee you left, a kiss left of you. Ooh, ooh, very pretty. Very sonnet-like. I like it. But in this particular situation, this is very romantic, very intimate. That's how I feel like. It's very intimate. I love like the idea of the willow and bending like the willow, kind of going with the flow of the wind. like a murmuring brook. Maybe this person makes her feel safe, makes her feel like opening up, makes her feel comfortable going with the flow with this person, not questioning things as much. And a murmuring brook, what is a brook? Let me know what a murmuring brook is. Is that a tree, I'm guessing? Here the storm dances outside. Another personification by the Mitskis. Here the storm dances outside. Something set free is running through the night, and the dark awaits us all around the corner. But here in our place we have for the day, can we stay a while and listen for heaven? I just think it's a beautiful, romantic, loving song. That's what I got from it. Absolutely love the lyrics. Definitely some beautiful use of personification. She's going, she's kind of like a tree willowing and bending to this person, which maybe is not an experience that she's had. She feels comfortable in this dynamic enough that she's willing to adapt for the first time. Next, we're going to listen to I Don't Like My Mind.
I don't like my mind.
Me either.
I don't like being left alone in a room with all its opinions about the things that I've done.
Pretty. I don't know if it fits my brain, but I was thinking of an eating disorder as I listened to this, but she could be referring to something else. Ooh! I can go for days on Mitski's vocals. We love it. I'm still getting used to the song with the vocals. Okay. Wow, she's so poetic. It's like, I don't know how I feel about it yet, but it's so deep, you know, and I need more time with it, but I just respect her so much as an artist. And I relate to her, you know. I don't like my mind. I don't like being left alone in a room with all its opinions about the things that I've done. She's talking about her mind as if it's a person, which we all often do. So yeah, I blast music loud and I work myself to the bone. And on an inconvenient Christmas, I eat a cake. So in my mind, I feel like she's saying like, I work really hard. I put myself through things. I don't really allow myself to rest or have pleasure, except on the occasional rare holiday, you know, where I give myself that permission to enjoy something. A whole cake, all for me. And then I get sick and throw up, and there's another memory that gets stuck inside the walls of my skull waiting for its turn to talk. And it may be a few years, but you can bet it's there waiting still for me to be left alone in a room full of things I've done. There's a lot of themes of shame in this. There's a lot of themes of shame, and also talking about how her mind tends to constantly bring up all of her mistakes, having these repetitive patterns of always being told that you do things wrong, being told that you don't live up to your promises, being told that you've made mistakes. That's something that is very thematically present in these songs. And there's something about the fact that she eats a whole cake. Like, there's no moderation, you know, when she goes all out. And that's very common. And I think that's maybe why I got the eating disorder thing. And I'm not saying that the song is talking about her necessarily having an eating disorder, but in a way, that's what it reminds me of. Because a lot of times, you know, you get into these cycles of shame and you restrict and you restrict and you try to be perfect, that it manifests itself as you needing to eat an entire cake or you needing to do something very destructive. Now, once again, I don't know that she's referring to that, but there is something about this overindulgence and trying to feel this emptiness only on occasion, and then also working herself into the bone. Like, there's some juxtaposition between those two worlds. So let me know what you think in the comments. But I want to know what Genius says. I'm going to tell you what Genius says because I'm curious. Yeah, this song deals with themes of regret and the singer's attempt to avoid sitting with her own mind through a cycle of self-destructive distractions that only result in more memories to distract herself from. And that's the difficult thing, is when you try to have these coping mechanisms, oftentimes they're destructive. So instead of breaking this pattern of having these bad memories, you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have this cake. But then that also becomes another self-destructive thing to add to your list. Next song, The Deal.
There's a deal you can make on a midnight walk alone. Look around, listen close, hear it fall from above. It will ask what you'd give and what you'd take for it in return. I once went on such a walk, and I found that I'd said,
What did you say?
I want someone
Break
to
loose.
take this soul. I can't break you again. I'd give it just to give it all. I would take all the
Dark.
There's a deal that I've made. There's a deal that
Wow, that was a journey. I enjoyed that. At first I was like, I don't know, but then it just started breaking into different storylines and in the change in production and the strings and the ending, that big ending. It was really beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the song is definitely hitting on those themes of contemplating herself. A lot of self-reflection in this album. There's a lot of lack of being settled in herself. That's what I'm getting from the songs. Lack of being settled in your thought process and in the mistakes that you've made. But not even the mistakes that you've made, but just knowing your patterns. Because I feel like that's what's happening. It's like she knows who she is. She knows her patterns. She knows her behaviors. And it's almost like you get to this point where you're like, I've tried to break this stuff so many times. I almost just wish I wasn't myself. Because I'm not able to do what I wanted myself to do. I keep fighting against myself. I keep trying to be a different person. And at a certain point, she's like, I want someone to take this soul. I can't bear to keep it. I give it just to give. and all I will take are the consequences. Will somebody take the soul? That's very dark, you know, in my mind as I'm listening to it. The only thing that's hearing her is a bird. In this song, she uses a technique called anthropomorphism, a little hard to say, where she basically personifies this bird. And, you know, she's turning an animal and adding human-like qualities to it and characteristics to this bird, and saying that the bird is responding to her on this long walk. And obviously this might be something that's going on through her head as she takes this journey. So I really enjoyed that. Obviously you can tell I'm not necessarily like melting or having this huge reaction, but I would absolutely so far listen to this album, throw it on in my apartment and just relax. So I'm not mad at it. And I think I just needed a couple more listens to see which ones actually jump out at me, because I'm not getting that yet. Ooh, that's giving me, wait, did I speak too soon? We might have something here. That's giving me early Mitski vibes. Okay. When Memories Snow. Oh yeah. I spoke too soon. We got some early vibes. Okay. Oh, pump it up. Hey. Okay, horns. Very theatrical. I was wondering as I was listening to this if this is a commentary on her fame too. It's like maybe she struggles with feeling like she can't compete with herself and top herself, you know, because she was saying, and if I break, could I go on break, be back in my room writing speeches in my head, like be back to that person I used to just have all these songs and these words in my head. And I love how the song starts off with a personification, when memories snow, you know, and cover up the driveway. I shovel all those memories, clear the path to drive to the store. And when memories melt, I hear them in the drain pipe, dripping through the downspout as I lie away in the dark. Beautiful alliteration. It's going along with a lot of the themes in this album. There are definitely similar themes here of contemplation, of shame, of guilt, of anger, of not being able to fit this mold that you have of yourself, this ideal self that we just can never meet. And it's like, when are we gonna let go of that? I can't let go of it because I don't want to be a failure, you know? Like, that's the problem, is like, people are like, well, let go of that and let go of that. It's like, by me battling that, that's why I have successes in my life, because I don't want to do anything. When memories snow and cover up the driveway, I shovel all those memories, clear the path to drive to the store. Oh, I love the metaphor of the memories being snow and her clearing the path to drive to the store. It's like having to dig her way out. Oh, I love that. And my memories melt, I hear them in the drain pipe, dripping through the downspout as I lie awake in the dark. Stunning. Yeah, it's beautiful writing, that's for sure. Oh, she's in love. She's in love for sure. Oh, that's pretty. I mean, like, this is giving me, you know, the last song at the dance. That's what I got, and I feel like I've said that about some of her songs on other albums. There's just a certain sound, like 80s, 90s dance, clear the floor, all the couples go to the floor, and this is the song that they play. And it's so pretty to just sway with the love of your life, or sway with somebody that you're with. It's a great song to sway with somebody that you're with, and it has such pretty lyrics to it. Very beautiful. Definitely we're getting a light touch too, that it could be for a woman, which I love. But yeah, just pretty, but didn't stand out necessarily. Okay, The Frost.
The frost, it looks like dust settled on the world after everyone's long been gone but me.
Wow, this song is hitting me.
You're my best friend. Now I've no one to tell how I lost my best friend. The frost, it looks
I hate that line. That's so...
left in the attic.
You're my best friend. Now I have no one to tell how I lost my best friend. Yeah. Whew. Painful. Right for my gut. Thanks, Mitski.
To see, it's just witnesses.
Oh, man. It's like once I started reading the lyrics, I was just like, ugh. That one was personal for me. And you know what? Because sometimes I feel like I'm living my life and it's alone. That's what I related to it so much. And the fact that she was saying, you're my best friend and I have no one to tell how I lost my best friend. And I definitely, in the past year or two, have lost very, 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 very close people to me, whether dating or just friendships fading. And there's something about wanting to talk to that person so much. Ultimately, she is talking about losing someone in this song.
Reacted like two fools, we were so glad. I'd always been alone till you called me. To live for somebody. Love is like a star, it's gone, we just see it shine as it's traveling
Wow.
far.
That love is like a star. It's gone. We just see it shining because it traveled very far. Wow. Wow. I love that. Beautiful metaphor. Ooh, I want to listen to that again so bad. Oh, that was, you know, these songs kind of hit on you towards the end. It just really, it gets more and more powerful as it goes on. And I just think this whole part about that love is a star, it's gone, we just see it shining. And I just feel like this captures loss so well, especially the type of loss that, you know, I've experienced, and I'm sure a lot of us have experienced, and just having to accept it, maybe still being able to see it, but knowing that it's never going to be that close to you again. And I love that concept of distance being compared to the stars and how far away they are. I just feel like this is about love that's changed, love that's nowhere close to the way it was in the beginning. You know, in the beginning, she says, remember when we met, we acted like fools. We were so glad to have found it. That love is gone, is what she's saying. It's so gone. It's like the stars. I can still see it shining, but it's a million, you know, it's miles and miles away. No, this is, somebody's, and the genius is saying it's about two people who are no longer in love, but continue to care about each other, and partly in the memory of the love they had, which is, I'm definitely going to listen to this one again. I was so close to just, it just felt so emotional. I feel like I can't even move on. Oh my gosh, this is a perfect song for me. I love this, and I love it because I'm writing a poem right now that I can listen to this while I write it. So, next, I would love to know more about that song, but absolutely beautiful. I'm Your Man.
You're an angel, I'm a dog. Or you're a dog and I'm your man. You believe me like a god. I destroy you like I am. I'm sorry, I'm the one you love.
Aww.
No one will ever love me like you again. So when you leave me, I should die. I deserve it, don't I?
Oh, there's always so much shame with her. She's like, I deserve all this pain. I deserve all this bad things happening to me. I'm the problem. That's what I get from this album. Oh, so dark. I love, I was going to say I love it. I don't love it from Mitski, but it's hitting my heart.
One day you'll figure me out. I'll reach judgment for the hounds.
Stretching that dog metaphor.
People always gave me love. Others were never to blame after all. You believe me like a god.
Oh, there's dogs in the background. I love that. The dogs in the background are a nice production choice. Plain, that's kind of boring, and then you get into the lyrics, and then the production starts to come in, and then the dogs to it, and then I'm like, wait, why do I like this so much? I don't know what it is. This album is so interesting. It like starts off, some of the songs start off kind of boring, I'm not even gonna lie, but then you just start to get into it. I don't know what it is. Oh, I think this song is talking about similar things where she realizes, in this particular song, she realizes like, this isn't a situation where I can blame other people like I have in the past. In fact, this has shown me that I have these qualities that have ruined what situation I am, because she's comparing the love that she received from this person as everything that she could have ever wanted. You know, you believe me like a god. No one will ever love me like you again. You know, she received this incredible love, and for some reason she jeopardized it, or something happened that she feels is her issue, how she is. And that's makes me wonder, like, thematically, why the entire album, could it be a result of a relationship dynamic that opened her eyes into feeling these feelings of, I'm kind of the problem. I'm the one who keeps making these similar mistakes. I'm the one who keeps going backwards. I'm the one who keeps going back on my word. Those are the themes I'm getting in this album, which is heartbreaking, but it's also extremely eye-opening and very introspective as well. Okay, I love me after you. Okay, coming back to some self-love. Come on, take us somewhere good, Mitski. Don't hate yourself. We love you. The whole album is like, I'm a piece of shit. Come on, let's take it back home. Take us back home. I like this. It's like taking the step-by-step process, just simple stuff, brushing my hair, splashing some water, some toner in my face, some water, whatever she said, you know, having a drink of water, staring at the mirror and laughing. These are all very simple things. It's also just building this image and this scene of how it feels like to be on your own and just getting through it with those simple moments, those simple building back yourself. I love this. Revive ourselves. We can make it. We'll be okay. That's the song. I'm so happy because it was so dark, and I was like, Mitski, you have to love yourself again. And then we got it. We got it. We got there. It took a while. It took the whole album, but we got there. Say it. Oh, this is on my playlist. Is that the last one? Oh, I'm so glad we came back to self-love. I'm so glad we came back to I can survive on my own. I can love on my own. I can love myself. That's what I felt like the song was representing to me. It's the conclusion of like, you pick yourself from the dirt, and when you lose something and you feel like you're never going to find it again, you have to learn to find yourself, and you have to find a world in which you don't need that. And I love that. You know, and I love how she started off the song, just creating that scene of just doing the basic stuff, you know, getting back on your feet, putting water in your face, toner, whatever. Stride through the house naked. Don't even care that the curtains are open. Just learning to regain that freedom. And when she says, let the darkness see me, she's talking about like facing the darkness. That's what I feel like she's meaning. Streets are mine. The night is mine. That's almost like saying the world is your oyster. All my own, how I love me after you, king of all the land. I'm king of all the land. That's regaining her power back, you know, because she lost herself in this. I definitely feel like this is a lot of heartbreak in this album, and I 100% relate to it. And thematically, I loved it. I really did. I loved the journey I was just taking on. I think for me, it didn't hit me as much sonically in some parts, so it took me a while to melt into the songs. Like I said, we were slow to start, but after almost every song, about 20, 30 seconds in, I would start to melt into it. So I feel like this is going to be one of those albums that I grow to love. And also Mitski's voice kind of gets away with more, and I absolutely love her voice on this album. So I would say overall, and I don't want to make it sound like I didn't like this album. I did. I just could tell I wasn't like having this dramatic reaction to it like I have in some of her other work. But I really, really liked it lyrically, and I think I'm going to really enjoy listening to this as part of my Mitski collection because I am such a fan. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think of the lyrics, what you think of the writing, what techniques you spotted in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!